there an area of your life that you haven't taken back, or maybe something you haven't accomplished or achieved because you're listening to the wrong voices in your life? As I read through the life of David, I began to realize that David's leadership wasn't just marked by commands and courage, but also where he found his confidence. He wasn't just a great leader, he was actually an exceptional listener. One of the greatest qualities of David's leadership was his willingness to listen and follow God's instruction. I don't know about you, but I find myself at times doing way too much talking and not enough listening. I often teach athletes that great leadership often starts with what I call strategic followership. When is the last time you really cried out to God about a situation in your life and then you decided, hey, I'm going to yield and surrender to His instructions? One of the simplest ways to make progress as a leader and to accomplish the things we're seeking to accomplish and maybe take back some of those things in our lives that we've lost is to begin by strategically following. Even as we look at the New Testament, Jesus used that same model. He simply said this: follow me. When David was going into battle with the Philistines, he inquired of the Lord. And when you and I are faced with decisions, there's no voice we should trust more than God's. I want to encourage you today. Many times we're not winning the battles we're facing because we're not listening to the voices who can help us gain victory. In a world where we have more books on leadership and more podcasts on leadership and more sermons on leadership, and yet we're seeing less leadership than ever before, I want us to reverse the order. Maybe the way to great leadership is to begin with strategic followership.